Writer Mark Wooden here. Y'all know I'm a big Batman fan, and if you didn't know, now you do. So what did I think of the latest entry in the Batman movie saga, cleverly titled The Batman? Slight spoilers to follow. Well, first off, that bitch is long. It's clocking just under 3 hours. Anybody who says, but the time just flew by, is lying to you. There were several moments when I had to do a stretch and mutter, this is a long-ass movie. I think I would have enjoyed it if it had been like a 3-part miniseries on HBO Max. The material is there for 6 parts if they went into the backstories. Picture it. An episode where we see how Gordon and Batman's partnership began. Another establishing Batman's early exploits, and possible some failures. Perhaps even an early costumed villain. Gotham seemed a bit too blasé for the Riddler to be the first time some psychopath had run rampant in Gotham. Maybe we could even have learned how the Riddler's Arkham friend, whom director Matt Reeves has confirmed as the Joker, ended up in that cell. I'm just spitballing here, people. The thing I'm thankful they did not do is show us Thomas and Martha Wayne getting shot. Again. No more fallen damn pearls, thank you very much. Now, just because I say it's a long-ass movie doesn't mean it's not a good movie. I think it's easily up there with The Dark Knight, though the jury's still out which is better. Honestly, does that even matter? It's two completely different The Batman and two completely different The movies. And before people get too hyped up about, oh, but this one's got all the detective work that Batman does, here's some reminders. Michael Keaton's Batman did chemical analysis to detect the Joker's Smilex. Christian Bale's Batman did ballistic forensics to get the fingerprint. I'm sure Batfleck probably did something too, but I deleted that shit from my memory, sorry. The big question, Pattinson is Batman. If you woke up one day and wished for an emo Gen Z Batman, the genie granted that wish. Pattinson dons the cowl, and I have no complaints. He also benefits from a dynamite script from Matt Reeves and Peter Craig that actually has something to say. You can see why having something to say is important by watching my Thoughts from the Shed podcast episode on being a New Jack writer. Link below. Personally, I'm still a Christian Bale man myself, growling voice and all. However, I look forward to further adventures of Pattinson's The Batman. And let's talk about that The Batman. With so many people having played Batman, should this movie be titled A Batman? I mean, Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman twice this year. The rest of the cast lives up to expectations, but I want to give a couple of shout-outs. Jeffrey Wright nails the Gordon mustache. Colin Farrell does a much better job as the Penguin than he did as Bullseye. Bet you thought we were going to forget about that Farrell. Oh, trust me, we're trying to, but we remember. But let's talk about Ms. Zoe Kravitz. Michelle Pfeiffer held a place in our hearts as Catwoman, but I'm thinking Kravitz may knock her a little bit to the left. The hell with a Penguin TV show. Inject more Kravitz as Catwoman directly into my eyeballs. Oh, and that entrance of the Batmobile. Oh. That's also the moment that after what felt like a 30-minute lull, I remembered, oh yeah, that's right, this is a Batman movie. Now let's talk about that Catwoman line enraging the white-winged snowflakes. Paraphrasing, it went something like this. All anyone cares about in Gotham are rich white men. Setting real-world politics aside, that's the story's truth. It's the Riddler's MO. If the line offends you, you're the problem Catwoman's talking about. Be better. Be Batman. The one who realizes vengeance is a fool's errand and that he should instead keep hope alive. If you're interested in my take on the Batman character, check out my fanfiction Armored Underworld. I team him up with that other billionaire playboy sort of vigilante Iron Man. There's some Batgirl, Nick Fury, and Black Widow thrown in for good measure. You can find my Batman Iron Man team up and my other fanfiction at writermarkwooden.com. My Thoughts from the Shed podcast is over there too. The podcast is also on YouTube and all your favorite podcast apps.
Subscribe to the YouTube and sign up for the newsletter because I'm Batman and he's writer Mark Wooden.